Biafra, BFR, Raffle Jingo, my people, follow who no road. His Excellency Simon Ekpa na him they carry us enter Biafra. He dey play the show, no be lie. The good guy, Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government, in exile, when they for Obodo Yibo, Finland, with him government, na him they do the wonder. Say make you join, follow up, he go sweet you for body. Freedom today, better for you and your pikin them. I dey tell you, he can still bring ogbonge raffle draw with big money when you go win. I dey tell you, no be lie. Starting from on the 29th of November, go reach December 3rd. Now this thing dey happen 2024. And make I shock you, the money, it makes sense well. $20 and total winning prize $10,000. A first prize $5,000, third prize $2,000. BFR, no sit down, no sit down. Look, na dog name. They want from here gather money to build Biafra, where you they cry for sins. You go also win too.
Program wherever you are joining me from, I appreciate you and I thank you for being part of this program. Please like and share the program on your platform. Share to family and friends. Share to everyone that is close to you, so that they can be part of this very platform and be able to send information across. Fellow Biafrans and people of the world, viewers across the world, in this very platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We do not come here to preach hate. We don't come here for saga or to attack any individual. What we do in this platform is to send information across to the world on the true situation of things in Biafra land and in the contraption called Nigeria. There are so many things that are not being taken note of. There are so many things that are happening that are being told in a different form. In this platform, we bring those information to your doorstep and tell you exactly how things are. There are certain videos that you might not be able to come across on the media. Some videos that are hidden from the eyes of the people, we bring them out and share it through the social media so that the world will be aware of what is going on in the contraption called Nigeria. I welcome every one of you, and I'm going to share a very important information as we speak. I want you to watch this video from the beginning to end. You will understand what we are talking about. So many things that you can see online. You are going to see it here. So listen to this very video from the beginning to end. I bet you're going to enjoy it. Let us watch it together and see what the video has to say.
That story, Simon Egg was speaking from over the seas, talking about the military having a hand in insecurity. Chukuma, what's your take on this one?
Well, I don't know from what premise that Simon Ekpa is speaking, but I understand too that the military has played a role, in festering this, to the extent that we see some kind of insider information, that leaks to the terrorists, terror groups, to bandits in the course of the operation. We have seen on several occasions where men of the Nigerian army ambushed because of the line of command. We have lost officers, captains, even a brigadier general in the course of fighting this war. And by the time you interrogate it, you discover that it has some elements of infiltration, within the ranks of the military. So it will not be out. It's not out of place what Simon Ekpa has said. I mean, there are pockets of such incidences, But I think at a wholesome level, it would be very unfair, to put a blanket description that the military itself, is part of terrorism. I understand that some elements, like when you talk about people being rehabilitated.
Bad eggs here and there.
Bad eggs here and there. When you talk about people being rehabilitated, people being radicalized and are now put into the security architecture. And when they come in, you see these things happen. Last week or 3 weeks ago, we saw people rehabilitated, de-radicalized, and brought into the society, brought into the army, and they ran away with ammunition. They ran away with rifles. So I think it's at the backdrop of such incidents, that Simon Ekpa will now say that the military is part of it. But like I said, on the whole, it would be unfair, to get some kind of blanket, carpeting of the military as part of the people, wholesomely that are sponsoring insecurity. It doesn't. To me, it's not very exact. It's not very exact. So I will appreciate the fact that we distinguish between what the military is doing, the efforts that they are putting in place to ensure that we rout these terrorists. And again, the fact that, look, it might be at the top, at the hierarchy, like NSA coming out to tell us that, look, ammunition for and rifles been taken away by his men.
You see, you need to understand we don't want we want to capture and then nail the entire military. As he is an activist.
Yes, he's fighting a war.
An activist that believes that he is fighting for his people. And when he's fighting for his people, there's also what we call psychological warfare. It's not that we don't know. Even when the issue of radicalization started, when they want to radical all those boys and say, yes, we are going to kick them and bring them back. I was among those. I was on a particular station there at Ilupeju that very day. And I said, okay, these guys that I'm asking, how long did it take you to show those guys? The whole 200. It took how many hours? About 6 hours. So that means you have been planning this thing before now. Then how can somebody, I think I also mentioned it in our last conversation, somebody who have been killing, maiming, this and that, and you are still radicalizing that person. I will think what he has learned over years can be removed within 2 weeks. Remember, there was this people that came to Nigeria the other time and wanted to fight this terrorism. And they planned how to use gas, chase them out and all that. And when those people got in, they found that they have already used the gas mask on as well. So how did they? Those people just packed their loads and they left. So these are issues that we know are happening. During our last conversation, I made mention. Our military, they are trying. But the institution there is not helping them. It's not helping them. And I love the word you used, that we shouldn't use that blanket cover. Description,
yes.
To describe the whole military. There's no doubt about it. The whole system now is rotten. Just as people have been blaming the policemen, there are some policemen that they are out there, they are good. Do you understand? So we shouldn't look at the military the way Sam Epan is looking at them, because he is an activist, he's fighting a war. His statement, I will see his statement as part of psychological war.
Another thing is, in this fight against insurgency, insecurity, we have situations whereby the people are arrested, insurgents are arrested, and you are asked not to kill,
But they are killing you.
Yes, they're killing you. But then you're asked to, take them to the police station, they are imprisoned, and before you know it, they are released. Don't you think that in itself will water down the zeal of the
military?
So
that's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. When you are working, you know that you are working, but somebody somewhere is cutting you short. Definitely it will reduce your morale. And I don't know whether you're also aware of recent that a lot of military men resign when they travel out of the country.
Yes, they need.
So why are they doing that? Have we been witnessing that before now?
The military came out to say it was routine, for people to disengage from the service and face whatever they want to do in their life.
These are issues.
I think I also spoke about this here on one of the one of our shows about an intelligence I got some years back about how Nigerian government bought a cache of arms, a truckload of arms, went to a certain theater of, you know, warfare. The arms were still in the truck. They had not been offloaded.
Yes.
When they were attacked.
Yes, they were, and those
They were
people
attacked
started those
from
in the
all
way.
angles. In fact, they just drove the truck out of the camp.
So, as
And
a
that was it.
soldier,
So
what are they
everything-
supposed to do? When you know that you have cache of arm there, that these people might take away and use against you, what are you supposed to do? You bomb that thing so that they won't be able to take it away. Did they do that? No.
You know, so
Because
there-
the morale
there's
is no more there.
There's no denying the
Are
fact
you also
that
aware of that one that carted away his guys millions of naira? These are issues.
No, there's a lot of insider trading. If Frank permits me to call that our business journalist, insider trading, you know, within the security architecture, a lot of, I mean, we are not hiding it again. Even the NSA said that much. The NSA said that much. So the thing is, how do we at this point begin to filter, do some kind of filtration so that we weed out the bad eggs, you know, that are stopping our military from winning this war against terrorism? It now goes to lend credence to what Barrister Darlington was saying, that there might be an agenda at the end of the day. Because if you look at the way this insecurity is coming, you know, it's gradually coming down south. Coming down south. Look at what is happening in the Middle Belt.
The problem that I have, honestly, is not corrupt. Institutional. Let's be serious. If the military is made to sue their primary without looking back, and they are well taken good care of, and that word Nigeria is same as Nigeria, and they can be proud, say yes, I'm a Nigerian, okay, won't be seen all of it. There's no doubt in it, won't be seen. All these things can just fall down to institutional.
All right. Chukuma, let's talk about this story. This one from the Punch newspaper. State's debt hit 11.4 trillion naira as federal allocations rise. Foreign debt hits $4.89 billion as states owe 4.27 trillion naira. Lagos, Rivers, Kaduna, Delta, Edo top the chart. Now, we know that allocations have increased to states, and that's why.
And our
To do
GDP
what?
to debt ratio is still at balance. Moses, why are you looking at me? You know, so, but it clearly shows, like Dr. Dayo said, there's a mismatch between what is coming in and what is reflecting.
What is reflecting?
Why is it that we are so much indebted, yet we lack critical infrastructure?
How much do we need? How much do we need? How much do we need to
Even at
put
the
all
state,
our refineries?
even at the state level. The other day I said,
place.
if you go to Delta State, if you pass through Delta State, some parts of Delta State, if you move from Onitsha to Warri, if you move from Onitsha to Benin, if you go into the hinterland, the poverty there is infectious.
People are living in penury.
I say the poverty is infectious. Yet you have a state looking for 1.3. They are still looking for it. So I've not said that anybody took the money. I just said they are looking for it. And that is how they are looking in all other states. And we have a situation where our debt profile is rising. Back is rising. It's irreconcilable. How do we reconcile that? What it clearly
You cannot
shows
pay
again,
70,000.
you cannot pay 70,000. Meanwhile, the person that cannot pay 70,000 moves with a convoy of 25 vehicles.
Yes.
Each of them brand new, worth nothing less than 50 million naira.
Yes.
And he uses those convoys at a go to go and inspect a road construction work that is about 3 kilometers away from his office.
So tell
and
me,
he's going with that
what's the
retinue of
rationale
staff.
behind that?
Okay. Well, for the sake of emphasis, I would like to wheel out the figures, you know, so we get to understand even better. So our viewers can, you know, make
to say the viewers go berserk with your figures?
make good sense of it all. So Nigeria's total public debt stock surged by 12.6 trillion naira in 3 months to 134.3 trillion naira. That's $91.3 billion by the end of the second quarter of 2024. Now, this was a 10.35% increase from the 121.7 trillion naira recorded in the first quarter of this year. Also, it looked like Nigeria's debt is reducing in dollar terms, but then increasing in naira, because there was an increase of 5.55 trillion naira, or 8.45% in domestic debt, from 65.65 trillion naira in quarter 1 2024 to 71.2 trillion naira in Q2 2024. Also, there was an increase of $780 million in external debt, from $42.12 billion in the first quarter of this year to $42.9 billion by June 2024. And this basically means that domestic debt continued to dominate Nigeria's public debt portfolio in Q2 2024, accounting for 53% of this total debt stock at 71.2 trillion naira. So it's basically domestic debt. And what
are we doing with the domestic?
What are we doing with it?
Look, it has to be localized.
Is it because it's the year after elections and we're still seeing some elections taking place? Because we know that when it's election year, more monies are withdrawn, more monies are taken, and more monies are passed around because it's election year, and our elections are heavily monetized.
No, the issue is after a particular election, they have been sworn. On that day of swearing in, they have started thinking of the next election. So they will now put everything. Let me give you another prediction. See the issue we are facing.
So we should add prophet to your name then. Prophet doctor.
You see the issue we are having today. Let it get to early 2026, running to 2027. Like most of these things. Yes, now working. This and that. Yeah, I made a postulation to somebody when they still the guy normally talk popular program, popular things. All these analysts, that when they have there's no money to buy time, they will now be coming around to be this, to be that. I said, look at it. My question is, yes, we are not producing. We have been producing before. Volkswagen of Nigeria, Peugeot, this, Steyr Motor, this battery, SI battery, this is and that. Yes, they are now more important. No problem. But the question is, what is Cotonou producing that Nigeria is not producing, which is making Cotonou money to have value than our own, and that of Ghana? After that issue, not quite 1 week, we are all witnesses to it now. Dollar started coming down from 900 plus. It got to about, I think 500 plus or so.
Dollar?
Yes, at that time, before naira to dollar, before shooting up again.
Okay, that was during the Buhari regime.
This regime, this year. I said, okay, what are we? There was a time, listen to this. There was a time, naira was rising as far as 1,100. And people started shouting. Okay? That was when this conversation ensued. 2 weeks after, the thing started falling. And that was when Central Bank said they are now shoring up that naira value. It started falling. That it got to almost less than 600 or so. All right? And I now ask the question again. Within these 2 weeks, what made our naira today? Not up to 1 week, it started rising again.
So what do you think was responsible?
Responsible. This it.
Because they were borrowing money to support the
That's what I'm saying. That is exactly what I am saying. This it upon this it. That is what we are facing in this country. And let me tell you this. Not until when we people, because the whole problem to be sorted rest of the people. Not until when the people decide to join hands and say no to this emancipation, man, we're going to get ourselves.
Dr. Dayo, a certain English philosopher said that the people cannot decide until someone decides who the people are.
Until what?
That the people can, you are saying that the people, it's up to the people to decide.
Yeah.
And now the British philosopher said that the people cannot decide until someone decides who the people are.
Yes. Is that not what I've just said?
No, what I'm saying is that the people cannot actually decide until someone...
I have just defined the people now.
Who are the people?
I have now defined the people. And I have been telling the people that not until when we are saying no to this emancipation,
the problem
you get emancipated.
Can you say no? At what point can you say no?
Yoruba will say, "Tẹ́bá léwúrẹ́ kan ògiri, á yí ojú padà sí ẹ̀." When you are pursuing a goat, the goat will be running, you know. It will still be running. But when it gets to the wall, then you will know that the goat gets it.
Haven't you pursued that goat enough? So at what point will the goat turn back?
It will turn back very soon. It will turn back. We are getting to the point.
Yeah, some are saying Nigerians are largely resilient.
Docile.
Yes, no.
Well, I will not use the word docile.
We are resilient people. No doubt about that. We are resilient people.
Is it docility or resilience? Which one?
I will use docility. Docility might sound
derogatory
to some people. Those that doesn't understand English, they will take it to be derogatory. But when you use resilient, but they wouldn't know that resilience is negative.
Yeah, because
it's negative.
Resilience means that you accept whatever is thrown at you. You keep trudging and you keep going.
Do you want to compare our own resilience in Nigeria to that of the resilience of Mahatma Gandhi, and that of South Africa? Nelson Mandela, because I'm a student of those two people. Highly resilient. Do you understand? But you can't compare theirs to what we are facing here. Ours is negative.
Yes, you know, it's negative because
and that's why I said when it comes to 2026 now, you now see people, hey, that reforms is not working.
I was coming to that. I was coming to that, but let me talk about the resilience first. How resilient are we? You know, to the extent that half of what one thought.
We are negative. Okay, let me put it. We are negatively elastic.
Dr. Dayo, 1/3 of what happens here, if it happens elsewhere, in some parts of the Middle East, in some parts of Asia, this country will go up in flames. But every other time,
even in UK,
we roll into the
could
street.
it be that Nigerians are divided along
some primordial concepts,
ethnic lines?
That's primordial.
Because regardless of what is being experienced in Nigeria now, some individuals who still go to the regular markets that every other person goes to will tell you, oh no, it's not about the policies of the government. It's about the people
selling.
People just increase prices indiscriminately. So that is making an excuse for the government of the day.
I went to buy
Sorry, Dr. Dayo. Some people will say, economy is bad, economies are bad. And it is our turn. Let the people
say
be
that
there.
as well. Some people will say
for 8 years, it's our turn for 8 years. So regardless,
it's because you see, you know, when you want to catch the people, when you want to catch the people, just remove something. Just one thing, education. Remove education. When you remove education, control them anyhow.
But Nigerians are very well educated.
No, that's not the education. It's not about 4 walls. It's not about 4 walls of the school. No, so it's beyond that. Our forefathers of Agbekoya. How many of them attended any school? How many of them? What I'm talking about is, for instance, look at what we are discussing. Go to various schools. How many of them? Those that want to listen, there won't be light. But then go to those people again. Go to them when they have light. Go and do the cosmic sun. What they'll be watching? Nollywood. or they've been watching porn.
And those things don't aid the educational process.
It doesn't aid whatever you're supposed to do in the Go to UK. Go to UK. All a small boy of 12. He will tell you why his father and mother are voting for conservative, not Labour. Go to US.
Is that?
They will tell you why this one is voting for Trump and not Harris. Because even though they are not of a voting age,
but they
follow it because they know what affects the economy will affect their parents and will affect their own lively being.
Dr. Daido,
so tell me,
I agree with you. I agree with you. Moses and I have had cause to talk about how to reform the social media space, so that certain things will be cut away from our people. Let me tell one personal story. After one of our shows, I sent the link to my daughter. I sent the link to my daughter. My daughter is in the 4th year of a 5-year program. And when I sent it to her, I said, "Mommy, share this, on your platform." You know what she said? She said, Daddy, my generation does not listen to news, I will share.
You see, that's a problem.
Yeah.
That's a problem. They don't listen to news, but for the past 2 weeks, Nigerians have been on about Equatorial Guinea.
But let me tell you this.
Okay, let's hold on to that thought. Let's hold on to that thought. As we have our colleague, Unimaginable Lukuto, on the streets of Lagos now, to sample opinion of Nigerians and what they think about stories that made it to the cover pages of the papers. Unimaginable, good morning to you.
Hello and good morning. We're right here at the newspaper stand this morning to bring you the opinions of citizens regarding the headlines in the newspaper. And I have Mr. Disney here that would like to share his opinion regarding some situations in the newspaper this morning. Morning once again, sir. Kí lẹ rí sọ sí ọ̀rọ̀ orílẹ̀-èdè wa?
Orílẹ̀-èdè tiwa.
Nípa pé Trump wọlé, kí ni ohun tẹ́ lérò pé àwọn ohun tí ó máa jẹ́ ipa rere ní ayé àwọn ènìyàn ní orílẹ̀-èdè ní àgbàlá yín?
Nǹkan ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé kò sí nǹkan tó dàbí pé bóyá ó le jù bẹ́ẹ̀ náà. Ẹ mọ̀ pé oníkálukú nílùú ẹ̀ ó ní oníkálukú ṣe ń ṣe ìlú ẹ̀. Àwọn nǹkan tí wọ́n rí àwọn èèyàn dẹ̀ ti sọ pé olóhùn máa lé àwọn tí ò bá ní passport tí ò bá ní kí lórúkọ ó wà normal náà ó wà okay náà. Ẹ̀jọ̀ àṣàmẹ̀ so kò sí nǹkan tó fẹ́ dàbí pé bóyá ó máa ní àwọn èèyàn lára ń pé bóyá kí lórúkọ ẹ̀.
Àmọ́ àwọn aláṣàrò owó wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ wípé tí arákùnrin yìí tó bá ti dé bó ti wọlé ó máa ní ipa lórí náírà wa lórílẹ̀‐èdè tiwa nítorí àwọn nǹkan tó máa ṣe tó máa jẹ́ ìpalára fún wa.
Nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé lórí nípa ti náírà tiwa yẹn àwọn ìjọba tiwa ló máa mọ ìgbésẹ̀ tó yẹ kó gbé. Ẹ̀jọ̀ àṣàmẹ̀ ìgbà tí ń ṣe pé bóyá ká sọ nísìnyí pé lọ́wọ́ pé náírà tiwa kò lè jẹ́ náírà tiwa nìkan náà á jẹ́ gbogbo èmi ní gbogbo orílẹ̀-èdè Áfíríkà so pé jẹ́ nìyẹn.
Ẹ ṣé gan-an sir. Like he's rightly stated that regardless of Trump becoming the president of America, that people saying that it's going to affect our naira, that it's not left to Trump alone, but our own government should stand up and make Nigeria a better place for us, for our naira not to be devalued by whatever policy Trump puts in place. I'm Unimaginable. I'm taking you back to the studio for more updates on the newspaper airline. I will join you back shortly.
Thank you very much, Unimaginable, for interpreting that one, because that would, would have confused some of our viewers at this time. But well, in reaction to that, I don't think... okay.
You see, as early as I think I was 7, 8, thereabout, when the Civil War broke out. He's educated. He's a principal of a school. So you know he's educated. But he'll be asking me to read for him. You know why? Because
so you would have an idea of
what is happening. When NTA is about to give news, 9 o'clock news or 10 o'clock news or wherever, see that.
So basically,
do you understand? So basically, it's also the parents.
Parents carry their children along.
Do you understand?
So at what point did we get it wrong? Is it social media? Is it the mobile phone?
I will tell you this because
contributed to
because along the line, because of churches, religion, education, religion, economic, and all this unnecessary tribalism, we lost family values. Are you with me? We lost family values. Family values in terms of...
Is it that or Western influence?
I was coming to that. Is it about soft power?
You see, when you're also talking of Western influence, is it only us? What of India? What of China?
No, these people closed. These people closed.
Listen, why did you not close too?
Well, because in China they have WeChat. They don't use WhatsApp. They have WeChat.
Before these things, before all these things.
Listen,
I said before this social media, we have been talking of Western influence through television, through education, isn't it? This one is a recent phenomenon, so don't put it there. We lost it, and the only way we can get it back is by getting ourselves back to the places. As African, where are we supposed to be? As Africans, where are we supposed to be? Where were we coming from? Let's just go back to the roots. I don't know what we already have that novel now, the roots. Let's go back to the roots. In those days, Story told me.
Who will take us back to the
Story told me that our grandfather, our grandparents, they will put water like this, in somewhere like let's say Ikiti, and from that water they will be talking to somebody in Lagos.
That's African
spiritual communication.
Is it not there? And we lost it. Look at during COVID. Look at during COVID. We invented our route and all that, and people were taking it. Some people were sending the recipe abroad, but here today they will say WHO is there to approve it. Look at Abalaka.
Dr. Dayo.
Abalaka, we all.
Dr. Dayo, I want to add something. You know, mostly there's something they call Odesh.
Oh.
If they shoot you with their gun,
it will touch you. Yes.
Isn't that our own version of bulletproof?
It happened in a fire in 1983.
No, is that not our own version of bulletproof?
In 1983.
Let's not canvas for that.
See, Mopo were shooting gun like this. Bees were coming out. And those bees were driving. I saw it live whereby they took ordinary egg. They smashed it to one house and the house caught fire. Where are we putting that?
That's African science. That's our own bulletproof.
Whether they came, they destroy it for us.
No, we shouldn't.
I now blaming them. Why would you encourage it?
That's not.
Why would you encourage it? I mean, we have taken some other people's. Was it not here when somebody was defining culture? No, or maybe okay on another station. When I was at your reception, I was talking about culture. Do you understand? That culture is said is a combination of the way you eat, the way you sleep, the way you wear clothes, the way you worship, the way you do everything. Where's our culture? We have lost it, thrown it away. So it's a big problem. Not until when we reinvent ourselves and then go back to the roots, there's no way we can get it right. We have to go back to that root. Look at him now. He's behaving like a Gen Z. Meanwhile, you are not a Gen Z.
Who are you talking about?
You. We have to go back to the roots.
Okay. Going back to the
roots. Are you
roots,
Gen Z?
Well, we have to hold the parents to account in this regard, because we cannot leave this at the fruit of the NOA alone. I think there's just so much NOA can do. Government in itself should bring out policies that will, well, I know some people will hate this.
They remove this tree.
But
how can you remove this tree?
Government should bring out policies that will restrict, or better put, regulate how we use social media, what we are exposed to on social media. The algorithms are such that the algorithms we get from things like Instagram, TikTok, are things that are morally degrading to our culture. But that's the algorithm. Because when you check, that's what you see pop up.
Yeah.
That's what pops up. So you are stuck on it, and then they tell you if you're able to attract more views, you get paid.
Yes.
The monetization.
That's the monetization of it.
You see one
so
thing.
we see our
value system
ladies-
eroded. Value system
No,
eroded.
You see a woman,
They are not
you know,
concerned about political space anymore.
No.
at all.
No.
You see a TikTok about a lady, fine young lady who is half clad.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching the program. I appreciate you for your patience to watch from beginning to end. I hope you have learned a lot from this very program that I just played, this video. Please like and share the video. Share to all platforms. After sharing the video, now you can go to the comment section and put down your comments. Whatever suggestions, contributions you have to make, what do you think about the video I just played? Go to the comment section and put your comment. I will go to the comment section, and I bet you I am learning a lot from there, and you can equally learn from there. Let us share our experience on that comment section. Thank you so much, and stay blessed. Don't forget to share, and Chukwu Okike Abiama will continue to bless you as you share. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. We move airborne.